Get ready for The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Hello and welcome back to The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's your stories from your hometown on your community media 5 days a week. I'm Tyler Kieft, alongside Dayan Chaaban, and thank you for joining us as you do each and every day on Comcast Channel 15 and on AT&T Channel 99. In addition, you can find us on our website on CivicCenterTV.com. Find us on demand, watch us live, and learn more about all of our other programming and when it airs all throughout the day. CivicCenterTV.com. In addition, you can follow along with us and watch us live every day on our Facebook page at Civic Center TV 15, as well as on YouTube at Civic Center TV, another place you can find us live and on demand. If you subscribe and you ring the bell on YouTube, you'll get notifications every time that we go live, whether it's the Splash Live, This Week in Laker Football, West Bloomfield Laker Sports, or other special programming all throughout the year. You'll get a notification, and all you got to do is subscribe. It is for free at youtube.com at Civic Center TV. In addition, you can take us with you on the road on your morning, afternoon, or evening commutes, or whenever you're driving about town, and keep your community programming close to home on 89.3 Lakes FM and live streaming online on lakesfm.com. Diane, going to be another beautiful sunny day outside, clear skies already, and looks like that's going to persist all throughout this Tuesday.
That is true, Tyler. It's a beautiful morning, beautiful sunny morning we had today, and it will continue to be clear and sunny throughout the rest of the day today on Tuesday. We're expecting highs of 52 degrees today and lows of 32 degrees. And as we go into Wednesday, temperatures are expected to rise to highs of 59 degrees and lows of 37 degrees with a partly cloudy morning. But then the clouds will transition into a clear and beautiful, another beautiful day and clear evening as well, Tyler. And as we go into Thursday, temperatures will continue to rise, and we will experience 62 degrees of highs on Thursday and lows of 57 degrees. And it will be partly cloudy with clouds. Clouds are going to intensify as we go throughout the day, so we're not going to experience clear skies as we're going to experience them in these couple of days, but it will still be a beautiful and warmer weather this fall.
Going to be feeling a lot like summer on some of these days because of the unseasonably warm weather. It's going to be in the 60s multiple times this week, sunny and bright outside with not a cloud in the sky, and then really over the next 8 days or so, only a couple days with rain in there on Friday and next week on Tuesday in the current forecast. Stay with us each and every day for the latest news on your weather report here in the Greater West Bloomfield area. Making headlines across our local community today, West Bloomfield Fire Chief Greg Flynn helped award the Great Lakes Chief of the Year Award to another local fire chief. We'll tell you about who received the award earlier on this week. In addition, the West Bloomfield Fire Department is accepting toy donations for the holidays through Toys for Tots and the Marine Corps. We'll tell you about that, where you can drop off toys and more information on this toy drive coming up in just a few minutes. In addition, the Jacket Club of Keego Harbor is also preparing to help families throughout our local area this holiday season and beyond. How you can get involved in helping them this season, and if you're in need of some of these assistances, how you can get in contact with the Jacket Club to get the assistance that you need. West Bloomfield School District band students had a great opportunity to participate in a couple of honor bands earlier on this month. We'll tell you about that opportunity and who was able to participate with multiple colleges in those honor band programs. Thanksgiving fun is on its way at the West Bloomfield Parks Nature Room and Outdoor Natural Play Area. We'll tell you when that is and what you can expect for your kids, or even visiting family coming in to want to have some fun outdoors or indoors and explore local nature. Then we'll learn about Giving Tuesday. In our Giving Tuesday series, we'll learn about the Friends of the Rouge Foundation, Friends of the Rouge River organization, and how you can help them this coming holiday season on Giving Tuesday, another one of our highlights of local organizations you can help this holiday season. Plus, Orchard Lake Road is now reopened in both directions through Keego Harbor and Sylvan Lake. We'll tell you information on this roadway and some helpful tips from the Keego Harbor Police Department of how to avoid getting pulled over for improperly using this new middle lane all throughout Orchard Lake Road through Keego Harbor. Snap a pic at a local business and you may have a chance to win big this holiday season while also helping to promote our local small businesses. We'll tell you about Oakland County's Shop Small and Local Gems November sweepstakes and how you can participate. Plus, plenty more of your stories from your hometown on your community media. Coming up, stay with us. The Splash Live will continue after this short break.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Find us on Instagram at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew a girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Find local municipal meetings at our program schedule on CivicCenterTV.com. Find when your meetings air live or when they're replaying on our Civic Center TV live stream. Find it all at CivicCenterTV.com and click Schedule at the top of the screen. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. Your stories from your hometown on your community media 5 days a week. Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. I'm Tyler Kieft alongside Dayan Chaaban. Our local public safety organizations emphasize partnership all throughout the year, and a great example of that earlier on this week when West Bloomfield Fire Chief Greg Flynn was able to present the Southfield Fire Chief Johnny L. Menifee with the International Associations of Fire Chiefs Great Lakes Division Chief of the Year Award earlier this week. The awardee was announced in August as being Chief Menifee from Southfield, but formally received his award earlier on this week. A great photo of the award being handed from Chief Flynn to Southfield's Fire Chief Johnny L. Menifee, courtesy of WDIV's Paula Tutman, who happens to be married to Chief Menifee, describing him in a Facebook post about his award as being, quote, a first-class husband, planet-class girl dad, and his friends and loved ones have dubbed him Chief of the World, end closed quote. So congratulations to Chief Menifee from Southfield, and Diana, another great example of partnership between our local fire organizations. Everybody wants to be Chief of the Year, but when one of our local fire chiefs gets awarded that, everybody in our local area celebrates.
Congratulations to Johnny Menifee. I mean, it's great, Tyler. Of course, there is collaboration between the fire departments in our community. We heard Fire Department Chief of the West Bloomfield area, Greg Flynn, talk about how their collaboration helps, how helps saves lives, and seeing them recognize each other's success is something truly incredible, if I must say. So congratulations to them, and congratulations to us to having all these wonderful people who are working tirelessly day and night to keep us protected and safe in this community.
Yeah, the Oakway partnership is what Diane was speaking of, and what Chief Flynn had told us about previously, where when West Bloomfield's in need of additional services beyond what they're able to cover in one certain area of the township or in the Tri-Cities or beyond, they ultimately will call in for help from neighboring fire departments, and they will make their way into the township to help them fight a fire or other critical situation. And West Bloomfield will do the same thing, going out to Bloomfield Hills or Farmington or Southfield or other areas through this Oakway partnership. And Southfield, a beloved partner of the West Bloomfield Fire Department. And again, congratulations to Chief Johnny L. Menifee in winning the Great Lakes Division's Chief of the Year Award for 2023. The West Bloomfield Fire Department's also looking for your help in the community this holiday season, joining once again in the 10th annual participation in the Marine Corps Toys for Tots gift drive. This year there will be 3 drop-off locations throughout the 4 communities, all in West Bloomfield. Fire Station number 1 on Orchard Lake Road, just north of West Bloomfield High School, is one of the drop-off locations. If you were out there earlier this year, you're not familiar with the numbers of the fire stations, that's where the fire department open house is every year. It's on Orchard Lake Road between Walnut Lake Road and Lone Pine Road in West Bloomfield. And the easiest way to find it is to just go a few yards up the road north from West Bloomfield High School. Fire station number 1 is one of the 3 drop-off locations. Another fire station number 5, that is on West Maple Road, near Maple and Middle Belt. That's another drop-off location. And the third one, more of a centralized location in West Bloomfield Township at West Bloomfield Town Hall on Walnut Lake Road. You can drop off these toys as well. According to the Toys for Tots official website and per a Facebook post from the West Bloomfield Fire Department on this drive, all toys should remain unwrapped for donation. Gifts are accepted for children up to 16 years old as well, and you can find more information on wbtownship.org or by following the West Bloomfield Fire Department on Facebook. Dayan, again, participating in this event, and we'll have them on in the coming weeks to talk more about what they're looking for and their other holiday participations in our local community, doing their part also to give back.
That is true, Tyler. So we do have we do have a lot of initiatives going on to either help students in school, and whether it's in resources, school resources, or whether it's food, and they're happening throughout the year. And this one specifically is happening for the holidays. It's great to see all these wonderful initiatives to show these kids that that there are people that care about you. You are able to experience the holidays just like everybody else, even if you are not in an economically stable house or in an impoverished community. So it's a great initiative. I really urge all people to donate whatever they have, or donate, and just keep in mind that it's just a toy, Tyler. It's just one additional toy. Keep in mind that whenever you go and buy these gifts for your family members, make sure that you add just one to donate to these wonderful organizations that are truly helping all kids, and others. We'll see that other organizations as well are helping not only kids but all members of our community. So it's a great initiative, and we are very thankful for whatever they're doing and for putting happy smiles on these kids in this coming holiday.
Again, you can find more information by visiting their Facebook page at facebook.com/WB Fire Department. Again, that's at WB Fire Department on Facebook. And those 3 drop-off locations already underway: Fire Station number 1, Fire Station number 5, and West Bloomfield Town Hall. In Keego Harbor, very similar efforts ongoing at this time as the Jacket Club of Keego Harbor gets ready to help families during the holiday season, and they're doing that on 2 fronts. One, they want to make sure that you in the community, if you're in need of some holiday services, whether it be additional food or you're in need of gifts or wintertime necessities like gloves and hats and jackets and so on and so forth, these services are available to you in our local area through the Jacket Club of Keego Harbor. If you are in need of assistance, the easiest way for you to sign up, if you're local to Keego Harbor, is if you have a kid that is enrolled at Roosevelt Elementary School, you can go to their main office at Roosevelt and sign up for assistance through the Jacket Club of Keego Harbor. The other way you can get in contact with them if you're in need of some of their services is on facebook.com at Jacket Club of Keego Harbor, or send them an email, Jacket Club of Keego Harbor. So Jacket Club of Keego at gmail.com. Again, the email is jacketclubofkeego@gmail.com. In addition, those are great ways to get in contact with them. If you'd like to get involved yourself, on your screen on CivicCenterTV.com, you're seeing some of the fruits of their past labor and years ago, collecting food and other necessities throughout the holiday season to donate to families and individuals in need in our community. And Dayan, a great effort out of the heart of the lakes, the Jacket Club, an institution in Keego Harbor that goes back a number of decades to support families in need, not just in Keego Harbor, but in surrounding areas as well.
That is true, Tyler. Another great initiative by the Jackets Club. We've been talking about them for so long. They're always doing these events to help people in need, as you mentioned, in our community and surrounding communities. It's wonderful to see them come together as also a community to help these undeserving people with all the necessities. We are seeing some great stuff, great organizations doing great work, again, before the holidays are coming and helping those people in need. So whoever wants to help, again, they can check them out, make sure that you get involved. It's really necessary that we help people in our communities or in surrounding communities, especially this coming holiday with all their necessities. Or if you want to help also the kids with some toys and make them happy, you can also do that. So great initiatives. We'll keep everybody updated on also other organizations and everything they're doing and how they can help them out. So this is another thank you. We are very grateful for all these wonderful organizations and for everything that they are doing.
Again, more information can be found on either signing up for the assistance that may be needed from yourself or your family through the holiday season by going to facebook.com/Jacket Club of Keego Harbor and sending them a direct message, or by sending them an email, jacketclubofkeego@gmail.com. In addition, if you have a child that is enrolled at Roosevelt Elementary at the old Abbott Middle School location, you can stop into their office and also get more information. And I'd encourage you, if you want to participate in the Jacket Club of Keego Harbor and you're not able to maybe get in contact with them in a timely manner through these outlets, but want to help out in their efforts this holiday season, just stop by Keego Harbor City Hall and they will get you in contact with the right person or the right people in the city of Keego Harbor to get you involved with the Jacket Club. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. On the other side, incredible accomplishments by band students in the West Bloomfield School District, plus how you can have some Thanksgiving week fun with the family and learn about our local nature next week with West Bloomfield Parks. More of your stories from your hometown on your community media coming up after this short break.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Take a break and tune in to the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Join Tyler Kieft and Dayan Chaaban as they go through headlines, events, and update you on the day-to-day in Oakland County. Catch us live weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Watch us on demand at civiccentertv.com. Or watch us on TV at Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T at Channel 99. Missed one of our live broadcasts or one of your local municipal meetings? Check it out online at civiccentertv.com. Every meeting, show, and interview on demand. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's your stories from your hometown on your community media 5 days a week. Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Those are your very own hometown radio and TV stations with the latest news and information from West Bloomfield Township, Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake Village, and the city of Sylvan Lake 7 days a week on our website on CivicCenterTV.com. You'll find all of our programming live and on demand. You'll find information on municipal meetings when they're broadcasting on Civic Center TV or on other outlets in our local area. Find all your municipal meetings on demand as well, and get in contact with us. If there's a story in our local area that you think needs to get highlighted from someone in the 4 communities here in the Greater West Bloomfield area. Stories such as band students making more headlines in our local area, participating in 2 honor bands sponsored by Oakland University and the University of Michigan Flint over the weekend. These honor bands are described by West Bloomfield School District in a Facebook post as being, quote, similar to an all-star baseball game where the top musicians from participating schools spend 2 days rehearsing, working with college professors, and collaborating, end quote, on their music before ultimately having that culminate in a performance. The Oakland University Honor Band had students from 68 different high schools participating in that honor band, and even more and very similar participation from the University of Michigan Flint. Their honor band had students from 72 high schools. Both of these honor bands featuring students from West Bloomfield School District, over almost 10 students, 7 students from the West Bloomfield area participating in these 2 bands. Let's take a look, if we have a moment, we'll take a look at a little bit of their performance, about 30 seconds of one of these honor bands performances at Oakland University over the weekend from these 2 honor bands. Let's take a look, Calvin, if we can give people a visual and give them some audio for a brief moment. Sounding like a professional band and orchestra at Oakland University. The honor bands from Oakland University and the University of Michigan Flint campuses. Over 120 high schoolers participating in these 2 bands, 7 of whom were from the West Bloomfield School District. And Dayan, again, showing their prowess on the musical stage. And that didn't sound at all like a high school band. And when the school district described this as being similar to an all-star roster from a sporting event, it very much sounded that way. These do sound like the best band students in the state.
They do sound very professional, Tyler. I was just going to mention that. Like, they seriously do not sound like they are a high school band or they just are doing high school music. They sound like super professional people, and they sound like you are. It's like watching an very operatic kind of show, Tyler, if I must say, opera-like kind of show. So it's very beautiful. We are very proud of them. It's intense, and I'm wondering if they're doing all these wonderful stuff at this age, what are they going to do as they go into college or into the higher levels of education? This is something truly magnificent. So I hope we see them succeed in their music career, in what they're passionate about, and I'm sure we will, Tyler, because again, they do sound amazing.
Yeah, we've seen so many of these students, especially in the marching band, go on to the next level at the collegiate level and perform in these bands for a number of years, and then have chances to collaborate with students at their alma mater high school over those years. And now here another opportunity for some of these students to show off their talent. And really, I mean, it seems to me, I don't know the specifics of it, maybe they had some more time to prepare the music for this, but 2 days of intense rehearsals before this performance, some collaboration with college professors and with other high school and college students in the bands. But if they only had 2 days to prepare for this performance and did that well, that just shows how much talent these kids have at a very young age, and hopefully they will stick with this music for years to come. Next week, of course, is Thanksgiving week. Many families coming into the greater West Bloomfield area looking for some activities throughout the week before the big holiday on Thursday. And the West Bloomfield Parks Nature Room, a great place to go with the entire family to enjoy some playtime and some learning with a fun group of people at West Bloomfield Parks. Their Nature Room open hours are active on Tuesday next week. Free fun for the entire family. West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation's Activity Center at the Town Hall Complex. You'll be able to enjoy fun both indoors in their nature room and outdoors, weather, of course, pending, at their outdoor natural play area. That's going to be happening on Tuesday of Thanksgiving week. Their nature room hours vary throughout the year, but they have open hours all throughout the year as well in their nature room. And among the activities will be opportunities to learn more about our local nature and local environment from the West Bloomfield Parks naturalists, see their animal ambassadors, their turtles, their frogs, and other animals in their nature room, plus arts, crafts, activities, and even more. are also available. No pre-registration is needed for this event, Diane, but kids must be supervised by a parent. Nonetheless, a great activity to get the family out in the local community, have some fun outdoors during the holiday week.
Of course, Tyler, there's nothing better for a parent than to see their kids so happy. And I'm sure they'll be so happy seeing all these wonderful animals, learning about all these wonderful nature, doing some outdoor activities, allowing, if, of course, the weather allows us. And it looks like it is, if it's going to be the same weather. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful weather also throughout Thanksgiving. As you said, Tyler, there might be a couple days of rain, but then it will still be beautiful for some outdoor activities. So a lot of stuff to do for all the family members and for kids especially. A great way to going into Thanksgiving Day. So we hope that our families enjoy this, and we are also very thankful to all the activities that the West Bloomfield Parks does for the families and for community members throughout the year, whether it's indoors or outdoors.
And again, this will be on Tuesday, November 21st. It'll begin at 12 noon and then we'll end at 2 p.m. So in the middle of your day on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, you can go out to the Recreation Activity Center that is at the Town Hall Complex just on Walnut Lake Road, just west of our building at Civic Center TV. You turn into the Town Hall Complex, and on the left side, as you roam down that winding road in toward Town Hall, you'll see the Recreation Activity Center, and in the back of that building is their nature room and their outdoor natural play area. You can find more information on their website, wbparks.org, or on their Facebook page, facebook.com/WBParks. We'll take a break on the Splash Live on the other side as we approach the holiday season and people are looking to give back. A great way for you to do that is to give back to local charities and nonprofits in both the greater West Bloomfield area and across Oakland County, and help support programs all throughout the year that benefit our local area. Dayan Chaaban will talk to Marie McCormick from the Friends of the Rouge Foundation coming up after this break on the Splash Live.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Find local municipal meetings at our schedule on CivicCenterTV.com. Find when your meetings air live or when they're replaying on our Civic Center TV live stream. Find it all at CivicCenterTV.com and click Schedule at the top of the screen.
1 in 4 Michigan homes has high levels of radon, a naturally occurring radioactive gas known to cause lung cancer. It doesn't matter where you live or what type of home you have. You won't even know it's there unless you test. So don't wait. Testing is cheap and easy, and if there's a problem, it's simple to fix. Visit michigan.gov/radon to learn more.
We took action. Will you?
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Follow us on Twitter at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to The Splash, live.
Welcome back to The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield Live daily news and talk show. Your stories from your hometown on your community media, Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. So in a series of, we have a series of the Giving Tuesday, and we would want to highlight, we would love to highlight all these wonderful organizations that are doing great stuff in our community and in our neighboring communities. So today, specifically, we are going to talk to a group of an organization that seeks environmental justice. It's the Friends of the Rouge, and they are an organization dedicated to restoring, protecting, and enhancing the Rouge River watershed to seek environmental justice and equality for its population and the neighboring communities. And today we have Executive Director Mary McCormick here with us to tell us all about the Rouge organization and how we can get involved. Mary, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me this morning. It's lovely to be here with you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Mary, can you just provide a little bit of overview and tell us more about the Friends of the Rouge and your mission?
Sure. Well, you did a great job introducing the organization. Our mission is to restore, protect, and enhance the Rouge River and its watershed, and we do that through collaboration, education, and restoration work. We've been around since 1987, so we're going on 37 years of operations. And we have a great team here. We've got 4 different programs, and we're hoping to expand into a 5th. But we service 47 communities in Southeast Michigan, including the city of Detroit. Our river miles are 127 river miles with 4 different main branches to the main stem. And it's one of the most diverse watersheds in the entire state, both economically, socially, racially, culturally. So we have many different types of people that live here in our watershed, the diversity of which is something we celebrate and embrace and really see as valuable to meeting the mission of our organization.
That's beautiful. That is truly seeking environmental justice. As you mentioned on the website, therouge.org, they are seeking environmental justice for these very diverse communities that tend to be ignored, if I must say, and they are usually impoverished. So it's a great mission that you guys have at the Rouge Foundation. Can you tell us more about the key initiatives of the organization and how is it currently, what you guys are currently doing to fulfill this mission?
Thanks for asking. We currently have 4 main focus areas. So we do a lot of education. Education is something that's threaded throughout the entire organization. We do have an education focus on K through 12 education, where we work with schools to do the physical, chemical, and biological parameters of the river. This is cool because we teach the teachers how to deliver the curriculum, and then the schools themselves get to adopt a section of the river. We try to remove barriers by providing all the equipment, all the training, teacher stipends, supporting salaries of teachers and substitutes. So removing any barriers to having schools participate in this program is a key priority for us. We've been running that program for 36 years and have had over 100,000 students participate. Wow. We still get students coming back 3 decades later and saying, this is a program that meant something to me and changed the trajectory of my career. So things like that are really impactful to me, and seeing how important the work that we do here at Friends of the Rouge is able to change a young person's life. So education is one focus. We also do a lot of biological monitoring, which means that we're monitoring the critters either in the river or on the edges of the river or in our watershed. Some of the most notable is our bug hunts, our benthic macroinvertebrates, which means insects dwelling at the bottom of the river. And they tell us a story about the health of the river. They help us understand whether the river is healthy or not. because they have to live at the bottom. And if they're there and they're sensitive, that means the river is healthy. And if they're not there, that tells us a story too. But this is a great way to get families and young people involved in this work. We have 3 different events a year where folks can come out and help us search for bugs. So we call it a gateway program. And we have many other biological monitoring programs as well, which you can check out on our website. Ways to get involved, get your friends and family involved as well. We also do a lot of restoration work. You see some of the photos that are scrolling. Might include, right, like this one you see here, bringing families and friends out to plant native gardens, maybe do maintenance days. We do a lot of rain garden installations, and rain gardens are really important in helping to slow spread and sink the rainwater that comes from the sky and washes out really fast, sometimes overburdening our rivers, and especially, as you mentioned earlier, in our more impacted communities that have been historically underserved, you have more systemic flooding issues. And so a rain garden is a nice solution to help mitigate that at a super local level. You'll see a lot of rain gardens in a variety of sizes that can help ease the pressure of flooding. And if you're interested in learning more about that, you can come check us out on our website to learn about how to either volunteer to put one in, or maybe you want to put one in your own house, business, or house of worship. We work with many different entities to do that. And not beyond just actually the environmental impact, and it really does have an important social impact in developing future stewards who care about the river and about their community. And our 4th program area is focused on equity and access to recreation and green spaces. So we have seen that it's pretty pervasive, lack of access to nature trails, to green spaces, to the river in communities that have been walled off from the river through industry or historic redlining, that continues to have an effect today on how our communities are organized. And so we have been working to dismantle that and create equity and access to those spaces. So those are our 4 main program areas and ways that we're trying to meet our mission and really be a space for inclusive, community-driven solutions to the environmental challenges we have here in Southeast Michigan.
Of course, you can learn more, as Marie said, on their website, therouge.org. You can also look up all their mission, their vision, and their volunteer opportunities. Marie, you also mentioned something about volunteerism, and we know that volunteerism is an integral part to any organization, especially nonprofit organizations. Can you tell us a little bit more about volunteering in the Rouge? How can people volunteer, and what are the programs that need the most volunteering opportunities in?
Thank you so much for asking. Volunteering is the heart of our organization. Last year, we had over 8,000 individual people volunteer with the organization. Quite honestly, at this time of the year, it's more difficult to do outside volunteering. However, in early January, we will have our winter stonefly search, which is a super fun opportunity for folks to go out and look for these little tiny critters that hatch in the dead of winter at the bottom of the icy cold Rouge River, and they crawl out and have their entire life cycle in that moment. And so you can go out, we have our trained team leaders, and you can watch them break up the ice in the river and be part of that really cool biological monitoring experience. Throughout the whole year, you can check out our website, our social media, and we have a newsletter that will go out bi-weekly that gives you opportunities to volunteer. Those might look like monitoring for frogs, toads, bugs, fish. You could also be planting rain gardens, maintaining gardens, planting trees, helping out with our trails, doing logjam work. There's opportunities to volunteer with the schools that we work with. The opportunities are quite endless, and we need your help. The volunteer experience is really the secret sauce of Friends of the Rouge. It is how we meet our mission best, in that we might not be planting trees as fast, but we are planting a future of environmental stewards. And to me, that's more important than the number of trees you plant. It's about the experience that you have, a quality, transformational volunteer experience with us is really important in meeting our mission. So I hope you come out and join us someday.
Of course, these are very great opportunities, especially for people who are seeking a career in probably environmental science or even environmental justice. Even if you want to be environmental lawyers, it's a lot of great opportunities. And also educating, as you mentioned, Mary, educating these younger children and how to create a better future, environmental future for us, not for us and for the coming communities. And when we talk about environmental justice, we're not only talking about the environment or planting more trees, as you mentioned. It's creating a better environment for us because we are a part of it. Humans are a part of this environment. So thank you so much for mentioning about all these wonderful, wonderful volunteer opportunities. Again, therouge.org to learn more about these volunteer opportunities and everything you need to know about this wonderful organization. Mary, can you tell us a little bit more about your upcoming events before Giving Tuesday, and how can people help you out if they cannot volunteer?
Thank you so much for asking. We are kicking off our Giving Tuesday event very shortly, in just a couple weeks here. Giving of your time, talent, and treasure is something that is incredibly impactful to our mission. We are able to get grants. We're able to do lots of different types of fundraising that help support the mission. But ultimately, it's you that make the difference, and you are the reason that we can continue the work that we do today and into the future. And without support from the community, this work wouldn't be possible. So I implore you to consider a gift on Giving Tuesday. We do have a huge matching opportunity for folks to jump on board. And at the very beginning, we will have a triple match opportunity. So if you jump on early in the morning, Friends of the Rouge will be triple matched for your generous donation.
Of course, you can donate and know more about how you can donate to the Friends of the Rouge by visiting, again, I'm repeating this because people should know where they can visit, where they can volunteer. It's therouge.org, TheRouge.org for more information about the Rouge and how you can help them out. Mary, as the executive director, what is your future vision of the Rouge, and what would you like to tell people about it, and how, just your final words about this wonderful organization and what it's like working there?
It's a really incredible team of folks who are so passionate and dedicated to this mission. We are super friendly. We are the nicest people you meet. The experience that you have working with the folks here at the organization should be one and will be one that you will remember for the rest of your life. We are really excited to continue our programming, and we want to grow into more advocacy work and policy work because we feel strongly that the Rouge River needs to have a human voice speak for it. It's had a lot of improvement, but we still have a lot of work to do, and we want you to be part of that. So please come out and join us. I'd love to have you be part of the Friends of the Rouge team.
Mary, thank you so much for joining us on the Splash Live, and thank you so much for all the wonderful things that you are doing on with the Friends of the Rouge Foundation. So we thank you again for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you so much. Again, for everybody who wants to know more about the Rouge or to volunteer or even donate prior to Giving Tuesday or after Giving Tuesday, you can check out therouge.org for more information. We will take a quick break on the Splash Live, and we will be back with more news from your community on your community television, Civic Center TV, and 89.3 Lakes FM. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. on the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Ronnie started doing prescription pills at the age of 15, and by 19 he died. If your child is struggling with drug use, try not to be too proud to reach out for help. Don't be worried about what the neighbor will think or your family. Just get your child the help they need. Sometimes it's the hard road to take, but the hard road is nothing compared to living with the fact that your child is no longer with you.
There's hope and help at drugfree.org.
Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Find us on Instagram at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to The Splash, live.
Welcome back to The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's your stories from your hometown on your community media 5 days a week. Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. I'm Tyler Kieft alongside Dayan Chaaban. And thank you for also joining us on Facebook at Civic Center TV 15. Give us a like and follow us for more information all throughout the week on our upcoming programs, on special events, and other news and information from around the Greater West Bloomfield area. And you can also follow us by subscribing to our YouTube page at Civic Center TV for free. You'll get notifications every time that we go live or we post a new program, such as this week in Laker football coming up very soon on our YouTube page at Civic Center TV. In Orchard Lake, Keego Harbor, and Sylvan Lake, some very good news as Orchard Lake Road was fully reopened but just a week ago over the weekend in the Tri-Cities. And with that, two lanes headed westbound on Orchard Lake Road and one lane headed eastbound on Orchard Lake Road, with that previous second lane now a middle lane for turning left from either direction on Orchard Lake Road. But with the new paradigm on Orchard Lake, the Keego Harbor Police Department wants to make sure that you understand the rules that are in place so that you don't end up having a meeting with them off the side of the road at some time in the near future. The sun is shining on these roads after some cloudy months of the construction, but now the big thing that the Keego Harbor Police Department wants you to understand is that these middle lanes are for turning only. You are not to be in those lanes to sort of roam down the road and try to merge onto Orchard Lake Road in either direction. That is against the rules on Orchard Lake Road. That is only for turning. So the biggest thing here is easier turns that don't obstruct the main lanes of the road. That's why that turn lane is there. But if you're clogging up that turn lane to try to merge onto Orchard Lake Road, that can cause some traffic issues and make what's now a much more safe way of operating on Orchard Lake Road potentially hazardous for drivers in both directions. So that's the big thing they want to emphasize, is that you don't use that middle lane for anything other than turning, unless, of course, in emergency situations, if you can't get off the road and that's the only place that you can stop, that's something that's out of your control. But for the most part, that middle lane should only be used for turning going forward. They also want to make it clear that while the majority of the construction has been complete on Orchard Lake Road, some touch-up work will continue on in the coming days and weeks ahead, with some construction crews being out there, although not obstructing traffic on the roads proper, other than in some very short time period situations. Nonetheless, you should still be aware of potential workers out on the roadway on Orchard Lake Road through Keego Harbor and Sylvan Lake, or traffic cones or other obstructions in the near future, although those will be minimal going forward. Diane, important as we have a new way of operating on Orchard Lake Road with 2 lanes westbound and 1 lane eastbound. Everybody knows what the design of the road is, how it operates, and the new rules that are in place so that they can drive safely and have a much easier way of flowing through that very highly trafficked area of the Tri-Cities.
Definitely, Tyler. The construction work being over and the roads being so much better it's going to make it so much easier to commute back and forth through that road. We all do know that there's a lot of businesses also on the side of the road, so thankfully it made also some way for these businesses. It made them breathe a little bit, because we know it was hard for them when the construction started. It was hard to reach these businesses and people were trying to avoid these roads. So thankfully it is over and the roads look so much better and so much safer. And as we approach the winter season, so this looks great. And again, for people who want to listen to us, we will talk about this even more. Tyler already talked about this previously in previous weeks, but listen to us, know about all these new laws on how to use these streets and the middle lane. Again, you can watch us on Civic Center TV if you missed it, and we will share these stuff on our Instagram and our Facebook pages, so make sure you stay tuned with us and follow us. But Tyler, thanks so much for informing all our viewers about the new rules in place, and thankfully it's over. Again, as I said, thankfully the road construction is over on these streets, making our commute so much better.
Yeah, and thank you for the clarification from the Keego Harbor Police Department on the new way that these roads will be operating. The best advice here is to still proceed with caution on Orchard Lake Road until you see those orange cones fully gone, nowhere near that road, as construction workers may still be out there periodically to put the final touch-up work on Orchard Lake Road. And of course, that middle lane is never to be used as a turn lane. Even if traffic is backing up and you're having some trouble getting out onto the lane you're trying to get out onto on Orchard Lake Road, that middle lane is for turning only. And you will be potentially pulled over and ticketed for that by the Keego Harbor Police Department or other institutions that are in that local area. Coming up this holiday season, mark your calendars for a big day on December 13th at Aurora Italiana in West Bloomfield for the 10th annual 8th annual Not So White Elephant Holiday Party through the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. That will be happening on December 13th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Aurora Italiana. Now, this is a special event that helps to give back to people in the community that are, including charities, and also has a great opportunity for you to mix and mingle with some professionals in our local area and get to know some of the business community as well. Here's what you can do. Get into the event for just $10. That gets you admission into the event and one raffle ticket. And then they also encourage you to bring a new or re-gifted gift item wrapped and valued at least $20 or more, which will be raffled off during that event to benefit a charity. It is essentially a blind raffle where you see a gift as it's wrapped, and of course you'll bid on that, or you'll be submitted to a raffle to potentially win those gifts. And altogether, the admissions that go into this particular event do go to benefit a local charity. This year in particular, that charity is going to be Gary Bernstein Community Health Clinic, which provides healthcare services to vulnerable community members free of charge. So those that maybe are underinsured or are uninsured and unable to afford medical services that you and I take for granted and may be able to afford due to having insurance through work or other means. If they're not able to, the Gary Bernstein Community Health Clinic helps to offset those costs and provide them with high quality health care. And you can learn more at GaryBernsteinClinic.org or by visiting the Chamber's website on westbloomfieldchamber.com. Again, it's $10 to get you admission and one raffle ticket. You can buy additional raffle tickets for $10 a pop as well. Find more information and register by email by sending a message to wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com. Again, that's wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com, or visit their website at westbloomfieldchamber.com. Dayan, it's a very fun event every single year. Get together, get some great food, and get together with some very nice people. You can get to chat with some individuals in the professional community while also benefiting a local charity.
That is true, Tyler. I love the West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce's events. They're always helping the economy, our local economy, grow, and they're always highlighting new businesses. And now they're also doing events to help these wonderful organizations that are helping people, whether it's in health or other stuff. So, Tyler, we are very grateful for all the work they do. We did have Suzanne Levine talk to us all about their upcoming events. They can also check this interview out on our website, CivicCenterTV.com. OakCov.com to learn more about their upcoming events and the Not So White Elephant holiday party. But nevertheless, it's a great party to join. They're always gathering our community members and professionals, whether it's business people or just local people in our community, to help each other out. A great way to connect with community members and also to enjoy and have a lot of fun. They always do seem like they do have a lot of fun in their events, Tyler.
Yeah, this was a very fun event. A few years ago, I was out there for one of their earlier ones, years back, that helped to support the Jamie Daniels Foundation, which helps with intervention services and preventative services for those suffering from substance use disorders. And it was a very fun event and a heartwarming event, too, for those that want to give back in the community but have some fun and get to know some people in the local area during the holiday season. Again, more information can be found on this event, and you can register by visiting westbloomfieldchamber.com or sending an email to Suzanne Levine and the team at the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce at wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com. Another opportunity to support our local businesses this holiday season and maybe win some cash yourself is to snap a picture at a local small business and submit it to the local gem sweepstakes through Advantage Oakland through Oakland County. This was announced earlier on this month by Executive David Coulter and other members of the business community in Oakland County. You could win prizes upwards of $1,000. That's the top prize, and second prize $500. Third prize gets $250. Here's what you do. You take your phone, you go to a local business, you take a selfie at that local business, and you submit it online at oakgov.com/shopsmall. And depending on your picture and how elaborate it is or how creative it is, or your statement on the local business that you consider to be a quote-unquote local gem, you may be eligible to win one of these three cash prizes. Third place, again, $250. Second prize, $500. And the top prize, $1,000. You got about 11 days left to submit these pictures, now through November 25th. And again, you can do that at oakgov.com/shopsmall. Here's the requirements. The photo that you take has to be an original photo. Can't be a photo that is years old or that you have gotten from a friend of yours that took a selfie or took a picture at this local business. You got to take the picture yourself, and it's got to be a recent picture. Small business is also defined in this contest as being, quote, an independently owned and operated legal brick and mortar business, end quote. That's located in Oakland County. Even more information on how to submit your pictures and what the rules and regulations are can be found at oakgov.com/shopsmall. Diane, a great effort by Oakland County to help support our local small business community and get people out to these stores as they do their holiday shopping. And of course, we always emphasize that you shop local, because these local businesses, the profits that they make off of these sales don't just go back to the business itself. They often go into our community supporting organizations and other efforts through our schools and so on.
That is true, Tyler. They are trying to enhance the economic cycle in our community and keep this money in our community. We all know that these small businesses have been suffering lately due to online shopping. We all know that we have these massive stores and massive malls. But I must tell these people that you cannot find these wonderful and unique stuff that you find in these local stores anywhere else, because they are very unique. They are very special. You cannot find them online, just like on mainstream stuff and as usual. So I really, really urge people to go and visit these local stores. You might find a lot of interesting stuff. Try to support you. You are also supporting your community members, and as you mentioned, Tyler, making sure that the economic cycle is well and thriving in our own community. So go ahead, take these pictures, highlight these wonderful businesses right here in our community, and join the contest, because you might win. So who knows? It's a win-win.
oakgov.com/shopsmall is the website for more information, and submit your pictures from businesses in the Greater West Bloomfield area. And again, a great resource is westbloomfieldchamber.com. They do have a directory of Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce businesses, so you can get some ideas on potential holiday gifts, or at least locations to explore, maybe patronize also, and take those pictures to enter in this contest through Oakland County. oakgov.com/shopsmall. As we gear up for the holiday season, we often think with the holidays comes winter weather, and it's closer than ever. Maybe 60 degrees outside this week, but pretty soon that 60 degrees is going to flip to being in the 30s and snowy, which is why the Road Commission for Oakland County is seeking part-time laborers and drivers to help supplement their full-time staff during the winter snow and ice season. Per their Road Commission post, they are looking for part-time laborer and driver positions to be filled. Anyone interested must have a Michigan commercial driver's license with an A endorsement, otherwise known as a CDLA. And they may be scheduled up to 3 work days per week and will be on call throughout the winter season for additional nights, weekends, and other days as needed. Every attempt is made to establish a consistent schedule, but it is Mother Nature we're dealing with here, so some variety will be in place. There's a QR code on your screen on civiccentertv.com if you'd like more information, or you can visit rcocweb.org to learn more about these jobs. Plenty more of your stories from your hometown on your community media all throughout the week. Stay with us. The Splash Live will continue very soon.